So slaves were totally dependent. So when they got free, the first thing they wanted to do was get land and support themselves. That's why you see a lot of black people went out west. Some black people went north. Some black people pulled their money together and bought farms. They got tired of being dependent. Good book. Breaking the Curse of Willie Lynch by Alvin Monroe. Good book. You still got light-skinned blacks against dark-skinned blacks, black males against black women. I done seen so many black females get beat up by black men, and I worked in the hospital. I never seen a day where 2 or 3 guys can bleed on a black woman, and it's like almost normal. It's crazy. You got the old black males against the young black males. You still got it. Now some of us, our minds are elevated because we read it. We know, we've been taught. But it still happens. I had to look deep down in myself when a dark-skinned girl I was dating named Tasha seen that never did like too many black light-skinned females, and I asked her why. And she said, light-skinned females get picked first. And that stunned me because, I always looked at light-skinned females first. I hate to say it, but I did. And I was in my 20s, so I had to change that. Good book to read. Alvin Monroe, Breaking the Curse of Willie Lynch. Solutions. Get out of debt. Get out as much debt as you can. Get out of debt. The housing market is dirt cheap. Get you a house. If a house costs $5,000, look at an investment property. If you don't have no money and you're about to lose your house, don't get down on yourself. Rent. Build up your capital and buy your house. A house that maybe will cost $100,000 is now selling in some areas, especially in Detroit, maybe $50,000, maybe $30,000. You can pay that off in 10, 15 years, or maybe even 10. You might see a piece of property that costs $5,000 and you don't mind fixing it up, get it. But get out of debt. If that means you have to lose your house because of foreclosure, don't get down on it. So, but you can get out of debt. Keep your old cars. Yeah, I know, I got people in the big 3, but it ain't worth getting into debt trying to buy another car. Now they might carbon tax you to death one day, but keep your old car. If your car is going to be paid off in 2 years, even if you got a job like mine in the medical field, still keep your old car. Buy gold and silver. This will never go down in value. But get out of debt. Get out of the credit card debt. Use credit only if you have to. And remember, think of credit as a short-term loan, just like the payday loan stores. And I hate them payday loan stores. They are like legalized loan sharks. Even on the internet, they say 90-day payback. Legalized loan sharks. Use your credit card. And just remember, this ain't nothing but legalized loan shark. Only they give you a piece of plastic instead of you going up there to the quick cash place or you going on the internet. You just got a piece of plastic. Because the credit card companies can change the deal at will. True story. I had a credit card when I was going to school. I ran up close to the limit. It was a $500 card. Only had about $450. They lowered the credit limit to $400. Guess what? I had to pay over limit fees and late fees. And when I called and I said, well, why did y'all lower my limit? I was $450 on the card in debt, but I had a $500 limit. Well, since you used the card that much, did you read your statement? Your credit worthiness became more risky. So I had to pay over limit fees, late fees, and a bunch of other penalties. So credit card companies are now legalized loan shark, and they can change the deal as they see fit. Solutions. You don't have to make a new plan like people. Marcus Garvey. Most of y'all never heard of this brother, and you more likely never will, because some people have to pronounce it. He preaches black separation. No, he did not preach black separation. White people in the 1920s preached racial separation. There was a lot of them. There was some that wanted to help, but there was a lot of them. He preached black independence, economic, social, religious independence. And he did not want to see all blacks go to Africa. That was just an option. Tony Martin, good book. He also got a book called Philosophy of Opinions of Marcus Garvey. Read it. The plan is already here. You don't need to make up a new plan, just follow this plan. Updated plan. Like I said, you don't have to, if you don't want to go to the past, you go to the present. Claude Anderson, Poweronomics. He got 3 other books about history. Poweronomics. Get in line with your own culture. Nothing wrong with wearing the red, black, and green. Nothing wrong with wearing the ankh. You're not a racist if you believe in black independence and economic independence. Everybody else preached that except for us. That's why in our neighborhoods, if you ever want to go anywhere around the country or the world, you know you're in a black neighborhood if you see most of the business owned by somebody else, but the people there are black. They live there black, but all the business is owned by somebody else. Nowhere else do you see that. So, join organizations. White people got a lot of organizations, and they ain't even afraid to say they are in an organization for economic independence. You got the Show Me the Law organization on the website. You got the Bring Back the Republic organization. You got 9/11 Truth Fighters. You got the Tea Party organization. If you look on Fox News, you had the Boston Tea Party revolt, where people are tired of the bailouts, they tired of their money, they tired of financing foreign banks. And that's another thing they don't tell you about this bailout. China, India, Japan own a lot of our debt. China's the biggest lender to us. So we bail out our banks so that our banks and our Federal Reserves can pay their banks, because we just all borrow money. Don't believe me? Go on the internet and read books. Stop listening to mainstream media. Like Huey Newton said, the revolution won't be televised. Stop listening to mainstream media. Keep in touch with it to see what they're doing, but don't be. You got too much information now. It used to be, when I got started in grassroots, you had to have papers and flyers. You had to mail them. Nowadays, you can sit at home, sit in your office, get on the internet, and it's around the world. Even in other countries, I've seen reports on Yahoo News, BBC News, LiveLeak.com, where people are actually revolting. If you look at Greece, they have revolted, and it wasn't because some boy got shot by a police officer. They tired of their country being run.